So, Manam, like Madhu explained, was actually conceived with a lot of inputs that came in from the students. And we really spoke to the students to understand what is it that bothers them, what are the spaces in their lives that they feel challenged by, what are the highs and lows that they go through. So those inputs came in. We also understood what happens on campus and where is it that, the faculty feels there's space for something to happen, where is it that the BSA team feels there's room for something to improve, and all those inputs were collected to conceive this program. Manam has two key objectives. One is to normalize conversations around mental health. So, as Madhu was mentioning, mental health is a stigma across the world, but definitely more in India, and even more so with students in this age. Side, their friends, close friends, should also not know about it. Because if someone gets to know, they will be labeled. Somebody will say, "Oh, see, they have a problem." So there's a lot of guardrails that they put around them in the phases when they go through these patches. So one very key aspect of Manam is to normalize conversation in the campus around the concept of mental and emotional health. And that's baked into the way the program is conceived, as well as how you see the website looks and some of the information that we put on the site as well. The second part is again to set a foundation for self-awareness, because there are 7,500 students today, and tomorrow there will be even more students, and it is not feasible to expand the team of counselors indefinitely for them to be able to handle so many students. So where do we really, how can we create a foundational self-awareness understanding, which then allows, for them to work on themselves and to go to the counselors when the need is there. So even one of the things that, we have worked with the counselors team has given the input on how do they identify at what point do they need to go to the counselor. So it's not like this is a whole program that, will solve everything. Definitely not. But it will get them to a point of self-awareness where they will say, hey, I know now that at this point I cannot manage on my own. I need to see an expert, right? And so they are able to then channel and go to the counselor. So I think these are the two primary objectives of Manam, and it's an evolving program. It's a program that, it's a larger program across the campus to bring under one umbrella all the mental and emotional well-being initiatives that Mahe, some of which are already there, some of which are, growing as we launch this. So the idea is to really bring it all together. And I think once you see the website, could you put the website up? You'll also, as it comes up, I think the other important thing to take note of is the way the brand has been brought to life. So right from the name Manam to the colors that you see to the tonality, it is really about the students. It's about this generation, Gen Z. How do they talk? How do they, communicate with each other? The language they use, the way they don't want to be told about something serious in this space, right? They will just totally blinker it out and say, I'm not interested. But if you make it something which, looks interesting, which talks in a language that they are used to, then they start engaging with it more, and that's the way we're hoping it will sort of fructify with them.